Hello, good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Speaking with you today is Esther Effiong. I'm so excited to welcome you to this month's edition of Mental Health Talk Show. Yeah. Welcome to favorite edition of Mental Health Talk Show. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for clicking. If you're just seeing this face for the first time and you haven't liked, you haven't followed, you haven't subscribed, please help me do that. If you're watching me from YouTube, I would like you to subscribe. I would like you to click on the subscription button. Yes, hit on the bell so whenever videos are dropped, you can always be informed. If you're watching me from Facebook, you are highly welcome. Please click on the follow button, like and follow the page so whenever content are dropped, you can always be welcome so much. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. Thank you so much to all my followers. I'm just so happy. I'm overwhelmed to sit right in front of you, and I'm just so excited because today I'm bringing your way a very important topic, and this topic is so important that I don't have to keep it to myself. I have to now bring it your way. Guess what? Today I'm not talking alone. I'm not alone. I have this beautiful, I have this elegant, I have this, how can I describe her? Yeah, she's a counselor, she's a mental health advocate. I'm not going to introduce her, so without further ado, allow my guest introduce herself.
Hello everybody, thanks so much Esther for having me. It's a pleasure. And my name is Joanna Afotu-Ofri, and I'm a mental health advocate and counselor. I'm also the founder of Ease House. It's nice to be on your show today. Thank you once again.
Welcome back. Today we are talking about a very important topic. This topic is so important, and it's premenstrual cycle and my mental health. How does your menstrual cycle concern or affect your mental health? If you're a guy watching this video, please, I would like you to hashtag your sister, your girlfriend, you have a friend, please invite that person to come over because this topic is so important. So what is premenstrual syndrome? My guest is going to talk about that.
Okay, so thank you so much. Now, when I received the topic, I was like, this is something that most women don't know about. Even men don't know about it. And it's less talked about. And PMS, which as we understand is premenstrual syndrome. In simple terms, it is the change in mood, emotions, physical health, and behavior that occur during the ovulation period of a woman and at the start of her period. Now, this could happen 5 to 10 days. It varies with women, and it's one thing that we need to take note of. And so I must commend you. This topic is really going to be interesting.
Add to what she have said, premenstrual syndrome is a state of mind of a female, like the period where our menstrual cycle is going to commence. So a lot of things happen in the body system, some changes of hormones and so on and so forth, and this state is always affecting the mental state because the hormones that are changing are sending messages to the brain and making the brain to kind of like, will I say malfunction, or will I say it's changing, these changes. So premenstrual syndrome affect a lot of women. So premenstrual syndromes affect the brain, affect the thinking ability, affect the response of these persons. So you're seeing your sister, your girlfriend, probably a newly wedded wife, is moody. Today she's laughing, the next minute she's moody. She may be struggling from premenstrual syndrome. So I won't like you to start pounding on her and asking a lot of questions. So just stay tuned as my guest will be elaborating more.
So if you have experiences, like say someone in your family, it's a recurring thing that maybe someone in your family has bipolar disorder or they experience postpartum depression, that would also enhance the fact that maybe you would experience PMS. And then we also have lack of physical activities when you don't engage yourself. And lastly, we have lack of sleep. In Nigeria, we like money too much, and we keep working and we feel that, oh, the body is not in need of rest. We can manage. But the truth is, we can't manage, and this lack of sleep affects us more than we can even think of.
How do you know you're struggling from premenstrual syndrome? As a lady, as a woman, how do you know? Number one, you when you notice you're now becoming so emotional. When I say emotional, you're feeling so sad, you're so sad. Yes, let me explain more of sadness. So you're in this state, you're in this mood, you're having mood swings. You can't you yourself, you can't even explain why you are sad. Someone like me, October, November, December of last year, 3 good months, I was struggling so bad from premenstrual syndrome. Now, why I struggled with it was because I didn't know anything about it. It was at the end of the struggle. December was so bad for me that I cried, I starved myself, and so on and so forth. Now, this is not what I intentionally did. It was because of the syndrome, and it was because I didn't know anything about it. Okay, so I felt sad, I was crying, my face was swollen, my eyes were reddish. I couldn't even explain why I'm crying. Like, I can't specifically tell someone this is why I'm crying. I can't tell someone, oh, someone has broken my heart, I don't have this, I'm in love. No, nothing specifically was the reason why I was crying. All what I knew was that I was just in a mood to cry. And not until I cried from till 12 o'clock at night. I was literally crying. I cried till I had a headache. I was like, why am I crying? So you feel sad, you're feeling so emotional, you're kind of like anxious, your anxiety attack, your level of anxiety increases. Okay, you're now feeling so restless, you're lost in appetite, you're not having appetite to eat. Because for me, that particular day I didn't eat anything. I didn't even feel hungry, I didn't even feel like eating anything. So I was literally starving myself. So you're feeling loss of appetite, you're just there, you're isolating yourself. Yes, these are the things when you see, you know, you're struggling with premenstrual syndrome. You're isolating yourself, and when you isolate yourself, you're like nobody interests you. You don't feel like seeing anybody, you don't feel like going to anywhere, you don't feel like doing anything. You're just there and there and there alone. At that moment, you're struggling with premenstrual syndrome. There are a whole lot of things when you see, you know that yes, this one is premenstrual syndrome. My guest is going to talk about it more.
Okay, just to emphasize on that, thank you, Esther. The factual cause of PMS is yet unknown. Just like we know that mosquito causes malaria, but with PMS, it's not yet known. But due to research done, studies, and all of that, they've been able to relate it to few things. One, hormone fluctuation in the body. Secondly, chemical changes in the brain. And there are other related things, factors, let me call them factors, that affect and cause PMS. One, or thirdly, we have mental health, existing mental health conditions. So living with mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, increases your chances of experiencing PMS or PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Now, that is a more severe case of premenstrual syndrome. Okay, secondly, we also have lifestyle. And there are some habits that increases the severity of PMS. Habits like smoking, alcohol use, intake of foods that are high in salt, fat, and sugar. We also have family history of PMS.
Okay, this is going to lead us to talk about the possible way out of premenstrual syndrome. Just as my guests have talked about, we don't really know the causes of this. Okay, so it's just something. It's not as if it's constant. Maybe every month you're having this. Every month it changes, just as the hormones in the body changes. Okay, so for the possible way out of this, I will say, not just I will say, by research, it's important you balance your diet. Okay, so the types of food you eat has the part it plays to your body system. It has what it does to your system, and your system begins to react on it. So when you balance your diet, you eat healthy food, you're not eating junk food, you're not taking your sugar, you're checking your system. So you're not taking more of sugar, you're not taking less of sugar. Okay, so not until it's high. Sometimes even low sugar can cause some things in the body. So you need to eat healthy food, eat vegetables, take a lot of fruits, drink water. Hey, drink water. Eat well. When you eat well, your body system has a way it responds to the kind of food you feed it with. Okay, so when you eat well, it helps the body system to regulate what needs to be regulated. And another thing again I would say is rest. Sleep well. Not just sleeping. Most people, they just lie down, but their mind is still thinking on something. Please rest. Try to sleep, that kind of sleep that you will sleep and your body will know that yes, today you've rested. So when you rest, it helps the body system. Then exercise is so important to keep the mind checked, to keep the body fitted. So you need to do more of exercise if not been doing exercise. Premenstrual syndrome is is something that we need to know how to handle, because when it's not properly handled, it can result to something drastic, it can result to something dangerous, it can lead to depression. When I was facing premenstrual cycle syndrome, I was so depressed that particular day. I felt so sad. I hated everything around me. I was just so isolated and everything like that. So you need to be very, very careful, just like my guest has emphasized. If you're a husband, please be careful. Look at your wife very well. Know what is happening. Sometimes you may ask her what is going on. She may not be able to explain it because she herself don't even know what is going on. But you need to be observant of all these things. When you properly manage the premenstrual syndrome, it will help the body regulate well, it will help the flow, the menstrual cycle go well, it will help make the mental health stable, it will help the body system be at good condition. Okay, so that is why I had to bring this topic to you all, that your menstrual cycle has a part it plays to your mental health. It has a part it plays to your mental health.
It's amazing working with you and talking with you today. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. I'm definitely open for any questions and any more talks and counseling if you need one. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much to my guests. Thank you for doing this with me. I'm just so excited, and I look forward to work with you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.